Hey, what's your zodiac sign? Let's go. All right, y'all. Make sure you type it in the chat. Welcome to our live. If you're new here, we're Elemental Beings. We are so glad to have you here. Okay. And if you're returning, welcome back, tribe. Hey, it's like, what's your zodiac sign? What's your zodiac sign? Hey, what's your zodiac sign? Hey, we got Virgo. Hey, happy birthday to them Virgos. Hey, happy birthday to them Virgos. Hey, go Virgo. Hey, happy birthday to them Virgos. Hey, happy birthday to them Virgos. And next we got Libra. Hey, go Libra. Hey, next comes Scorpio. Hey, get it, Scorpio. Hey, I said, what's your zodiac sign? Hey, what's your zodiac sign? Hey, Sagittarius. Hey, what's up, Sagittarius? Hey, Sagittarius. Hey, and then we got Capricorn. Go Capricorn. Hey, Capricorn. Hey, go Capricorn. Hey, hey, hey. And then you got Aquarius. Hey, Aquarius. Hey, Aquarius. Hey, next comes Pisces. Hey, hey Pisces. Hey, and shout out to them Pisces. Hey, can't forget Aries. Hey, go Aries. Hey, and shout out to the Taurus. Hey, shout out to the Taurus. Hey, go Gemini. Hey, get it, Gemini. Hey, and then we got Cancer. It's like, then we got Cancer. Hey, what's your zodiac sign? Hey, what's your zodiac sign? Could be Libra, Virgo, Leo, I don't know. What's up, y'all? Hope you guys are doing well and good energy. We come in here with a live show for you guys. Make sure if you love the video, you share the video out. Okay, all praise to the Most High and ashe to the ancestors. Hey, hey. It's like, hey, and everything's okay now. Hey, hey. Everything's okay now. Hey, hey. Everything's okay now. Hey, we had to get it together. Hey, we're relying on faith now. We don't believe everything that we see. Hey, and everything's okay now. Hey, hey. Hey, like your own little playground. Down the slide and back to your feet. Hey, like your own little playground. Hey, down the slide and back to your feet. We don't forget but forgive now. Hey, hey. We don't forget but forgive now. Hey, that's how we changing history. Hey, every day we gotta pray now. Hey, hey, hey. Everything's okay now. You ever feel like everything's just okay now? It's alright. And everything's okay now. Hey, hey, go. Hey.
Hey,
We got hot. I got this flour on my head and stuff, y'all. Okay? It got hot. What's up, y'all? Where you guys at? Where you guys from? Hope you guys are doing well. What's up, Probo? Yanis? Hey, Empress.
Yana Septorum.
What's up, y'all? Avon. What's up, y'all? Lisa. Hey, y'all.
Empress B. Hey, hey. How are you all doing?
What's up, Savannah?
All right, man. Y'all gotta forgive me. I focus at the beginning, but I don't do a lot of focusing as we going on. I be more or less locked in. So if I don't make, I guess I be more responsive. But when we go along, cause I notice I don't really do a lot of responding. Like, you know.
I try to engage. I do.
Yeah, she does a little more.
I try to
engaging, right?
engage. You know.
And we try to adhere to reasonable type of questions, but if the energy ain't right, the energy ain't right. You know? So make sure your energy right. I got downloads. You wanna jump into them?
I don't know what made me come out here in these shorts, y'all. I'm getting bit up already.
Battery low. Please
Okay.
charge.
Thank you.
Okay. So, number one download. Let's get to it. We should honor and protect what God gave us, not seek to make war with it. We should honor and protect what God gave us, not seek to make war with it. That's not saying you might not have war, you might have spiritual warfare. What it's actually saying is like, we shouldn't take what God gives us on a spiritual level and just look to be in the mode of making war with people. Like, what God gave us is to make peace within. So we should protect it as opposed to squandering it. Like, everybody says, you know, I hear a lot of people, they speak about being powerful. And I wonder sometimes, what do they mean when they say they powerful? Do they mean that they have the ability to inflict pain or cause harm or misfortune? Because that's not really power, right? So let's honor and protect what God has given us, not seek to make war with it. Number two, be sure to nourish your spirit. Social media a lot is bad for the spirit, a bad diet spiritually. Nourish your spirit. It says social media a lot is a bad diet if you don't have a balance. Now, I guess it kind of depends on what you taking in too, as well. Like, you know, because social media has a positive element and a negative element as well. So some people, they take in information, which, you know, some people actually listen to scriptures, vocal. I do it. I listen to a lot of stuff vocal. I have a book. My wife bought me an Ethiopian Bible. I oftentimes listen to that. You know, I scan the book and listen. And that's nourishment of the spirit. But when you're using it the wrong way, right? Boom. Okay. Number 3. Spirit gave me the word perseverance. And then it was a scripture to follow it, which is the race is not given to the swift, but to the people who endure. And then along with this download, right? Because this is the interesting part of this download. I got the name of a spirit that came through, right? It was self-sabotage. And Belphegor could be significant. Archangel Michael, right? Now, Belphegor is also what you would consider the spirit of sabotage, laziness, procrastination, slothfulness, right? This could be an energy that you're fighting with. And it could be a need to persevere, to continue to understand that this is a very persistent energy. Like somebody could have actually sent this spirit at somebody, right? Archangel Michael, to sum it up, right? This is a spirit of laziness, slothfulness, all of these type of energies, and mainly self-sabotage. You know how the spirit where you get in the groove, then all of a sudden you in the groove, and next thing you know, you angry about something, or you don't feel like doing it when things are going well, right? It could be that kind of spirit. This is number 4, and this is kind of specific. Clean your spiritual places with blessed waters, olive oils, palm oils, sink water or earth, or clean them with earth. Spiritual things like altars and different spiritual things you have. Using sink water, right? Water out the sink is offensive. Empress B.
There you go, Empress. Could be for you.
Using sink water is offensive. Spirit says, would you clean your dresser with toilet water? All right, when you got, cause some people you might want to clean up your spiritual space. Sink water is not a good thing. It's not good to use. That came out earlier too. The same card. Number 5. Marriage. This is about marriage, right? Marriage is sacred in all forms, in creeds, be it polygamous, heterosexual, gay, or traditional, or new age. It's a sacred and protective union. To go outside of it is to break covenant. And Spirit says some people had to do this as well, right? All right, when you in any form of a marriage, right, it's a protection. So when you go outside of it, you break your covenant, right? And this is why it's permissible for divorce is permissible after adultery, and I understand why that kind of is like in a lot of cultures that you go outside and break the covenant is like, all right, it's off, because now the covenant is broken, so it's not the same protection. This is why if you have any type of marriage, right, before you decide to creep out of your marriage or whatever, it's probably best that you just agree to go separate ways. Because if you do it and you bring things into the marriage, you bring in things to contend with. Marriage is a covenant. All right. And last but not least, number 6 actually. No matter how spiritual we become, without practicality, we are useless. So no matter how spiritual you become, without practicality, you're useless, right? Because you can have the greatest gift in the world, but if it's non-relatable, it's useless, right? You can have something that is very powerful for other people, but if you're non-relatable, it becomes useless, right? So along with spirituality, you got to obtain a balance of practicality. Last but not least, take control over what you gave power to control you, right? This is intentional. So you may need an intentional prayer, right? This is a circle prayer, right? This can help somebody. If it doesn't apply, fine. The circle prayer is you draw a circle, right? This is intentional. You call back your power. When you draw the circle and you step in the middle, you imagine the circle being a ring of fire around you, right? This is an intentional prayer to call back in your power. As you begin to pray, you inside your circle, you envision your power flowing in through your crown. Your crown, right? Like, and you envision a ring of fire around you, trapping it in. This is intentional. So if you're not a person that have powerful intentions spiritually, this might seem like it's pointless. But for my people that understand that spirituality is a big part intention. So like I said, you could be trying to get your energy back. You could have given control of yourself to people or things. And a good way to call it back is circle prayer. Draw a circle. Be intentional. Kneel in the middle of the circle. Envision the circle as a ring of fire around you. And you calling back in your energy purposely, intentionally. And envision it flowing back in through your crown. Right? This has to be intentional, right? These type of things without faith is pointless. All right, that was the last download. Wifey got a little spread over there, so I'm gonna let her get to it, and I'm gonna work over here.
I'm going through it, ain't I? All right, here we go. All right, y'all. So first and foremost, I heard my husband talking about. I think his number 6 download was something about marriage. It was about marriage. It wasn't something about, but it was about marriage, right? And we got the first card that came out for us this today is commitment.
Word.
It says marriage, promises, and fidelity.
Thank you,
Okay.
Spirit.
I'm sorry, right? Commitment, marriage, promises, and fidelity. And then it's crazy because we got that 6 of Pentacles here. So this is something, beautiful. This is not something where I feel like someone's being stingy. This is a situation where things are actually equal. Someone's finally seeing, that you deserve exactly what you give. Something like that. Now, this could be at work. This could be with a relationship, whatever it is. But I'm definitely picking up heavy on the marriage, relationship kind of energy. Now, you could be 31 years old here because we got the goddess Yasigi coming out for you. And with Yasigi, it says, live out loud. I don't know. Someone could have eloped here. Okay? There could have been someone that literally went and eloped and got married. Maybe someone didn't want someone in their business. I don't know. Something like that. But whatever it is good over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Someone's worried about someone's relationship. Just know it's good over there. Wherever it is. Okay? Something about that. Number 31, very significant here. Number 13, Yasigity, live out loud, Maybe you could have been a person that, you could be a person that, maybe you don't like to, get excited or talk about your accomplishments. Maybe when you accomplish things, you feel like you shouldn't mention them because you don't want others to feel a certain kind of way. But God is saying, be happy about your accomplishments because someone stayed committed to the commitment. Someone, continued to be fair in a situation. And so because someone's being fair and they were committed, it's like, I don't know, you could be living out loud. Like, you could be like literally leveling up in life and living out loud and, unapologetically. And it's cool. Okay? Something about that. You have every right to be proud of staying committed to the commitment. Right? A lot of people give up. A lot of people, commit to things and they don't carry them out. But someone did here. Mm-hmm. Okay? Something's fair. Something's equal. There could be someone getting a business loan. Someone could be wanting to invest into someone. Someone could be really seeing the worth in a situation here. Okay? Right? Okay? I know that's right. Something about that, right? Okay? Live out loud. Don't be afraid to live out loud, There could be someone hiding, right? Maybe you're hiding because you're changing, but change is beautiful. And there are people who are just like you who will take you for exactly who you are. Something about that. Okay. I feel like also with promises, you know, the Bible tells us, you know, really not to make promises because most of the time we break them and then it becomes a lie, right? So I don't know. I feel like, you know, just be careful with the things that we are promising here, and fidelity, you know, just being loyal, being, you know, being the person you want out of people, something like that. This is a good balance here. I like this energy.
Sorry about that,
That
y'all.
thing got
I heard the phone.
something going on with it.
There's always something crazy going on with these phones.
This weather is crazy. It's hot tonight. Humid.
Okay. Y'all give me one.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Here we go. All right, y'all. So over here, right? I got a commitment card over here too, but it's a little bit different over here on this end. I got the Ace of Wands to the Four of Pentacles in reverse to the Death card in reverse. Then it's being clarified by freedom, right? So what I see here is this could be current energy or past energy, right? Or future energy, right? But at some point, somebody you was giving your best to something, and it was like a never-ending cycle. Like Ace of Wands, Four of Pentacles in reverse to the Death card in reverse. It's kind of like overextended stay, like giving more. When you give more to a person than they deserve of you, and you continue to do it, right? It's your Ace of Wands. It's your best being given, and it's Death card in reverse, meaning like a cycle is not ending. I feel like, because like when I see the Four of Pentacles in reverse, that's a free giver. That's somebody who's gonna give freely of you. They're gonna give freely to you, freely of themselves. But with this Death card in reverse, I just don't see that kind of giving should be the Death card upright, because like cycles should be ending and things should be moving forward. It do say freedom. So maybe this was a situation that you had to free yourself from. If you was in a situation and you were giving your best, you know, giving you the best that I got, baby. If you were doing that and it wasn't changing, nothing was happening, and you got away from that, you know, that's good. If you're going through that now, maybe you wanna look at that. Like, you know, if I'm giving myself and giving my all to a situation or somebody, and it's not going nowhere, freedom.
What's up, A? What's up, Annabelle? What's up, Riza? I got number 38 over here. You could be 38 years old. We got Queen Nefertiti coming out, and it says alchemy. Okay? And, you know, I see we got emotional storm over here, but when I have emotional storm with alchemy, that means that someone's taking shit, you know, the turmoil, the unstable energy, the affected energy, and they're transmuting that into positivity. You know, that's what I'm seeing out of this. There's someone literally learning to take their emotional storm and, you know, alchemize that energy into positivity, right? Something like that. Now, we do got the Queen of Swords in the reverse, so I don't know. There could be someone speaking very harsh, very bitter kind of energy. You know, maybe because you're no longer affected. You know, like I said, you're no longer affected by certain things. I feel like at one point, people could really affect you in a way. But as you become more spiritually mature, I feel like, you know, people don't affect you like they once did. And so someone could be upset about this. This could be a woman who is likes to gossip a lot, you know, a very smart woman, but she uses her intellect the wrong way. You know, she is conjuring up things, right? Spreading rumors, things like that. Okay, so that energy is here, but someone's alchemizing that, so I love it. Color blue, yellow, and red is significant. Okay? Something about the sun here. I don't know if you're a Leo or, you just need to know that, it's beautiful what you're doing. Someone needs to know that you being able to alchemize all of this emotional storm kind of energy is a beautiful thing, because I feel like this is the energy that trapped us at one point, and now someone knows how to, the storm is here, and we move forward. Something like that. Okay? Queen Nefertiti. Nefertiti is out here. I'm sorry. Alchemy. Somebody's like turning bad days into good days here. I just seen that.
It's happening. It's happening. You got the Lovers in reverse to the Passion, to the Two of Swords in reverse, to Endurance. Lovers in reverse to the Two of Swords in reverse. It's definitely somebody that got to make good days out of bad days, period. Like the Lovers in reverse to the Passion is a lack of passion in somebody's relationship, period, point blank. It's a lack of passion. Two of Swords in reverse to the Endurance could even be a person in the mode of planning a better day. Like, you ever been in a relationship where you had to plan, you knew at what point you had to begin to plan, right? I feel like this is somebody that could be going through this, or you went through this, right? Two of Swords in reverse to the Endurance is that I don't really know, but I'm going along kind of feeling, right? And then at the end of this all, you got Ten of Cups being clarified by love, right? So clearly this is probably like past to present energy. Maybe you went through it. Maybe you went through a situation where it could have been a divorce, Lovers in reverse to the Passion. It could be a failed relationship, failed marriage, failed whatever, right? Two of Swords in reverse to the Endurance. That could be a period of disparity that you went through where you just didn't know. But all in all, the Ten of Cups to the Love is showing somebody landing and a lot of stability and admiration, particularly ancestral admiration and favor with your family. That's my Ten of Cups. In my ancestral reading, the Ten of Cups is always like ancestral favor, ancestral love, family love, generational curse breaker kind of energy.
You saying?
And like it says, the footnote, because maybe this is speaking of somebody's past relationship. It says, you have found your soulmate, or they are just around the corner. Remember that when two souls are destined to be together, they always find their way back to one another. All those things you've had to go through were worth it. I feel like somebody also, you got back to you. You got you back. Maybe you lost yourself in the process. It happens.
A few years. That's not plugged up, babe. I'm hearing SZA. All that I got, pieces and pages, talking a lot. Sorry, I'm faded. Broken clocks. That's what I'm hearing. Your clock could be broken. Something like that. It could be stuck. You could need a battery in your watch or something like that. Broken clocks. SZA could be significant. We got number 10, Mayat, coming out.
Mayat.
Mayat. Right? Mayat. Right?
Yeah, Mayat.
I know. Mayat is coming out here, giving and receiving. And we got exhaustion coming out in the reverse. So someone's in the mood to receive. I like this. It says deception, drained, and long journey. It's in the reverse. Things are getting easier. Okay? You know, you're giving and receiving. It's equal give and take in this energy. I told you. You know, you could have been a person where people tried to use you in the past. And God is like, no more. You know, things are equaling out. Things are fair and just here. Okay? You could have been really exhausted at one time from trying to take care of yourself and others. And you could have been doing all of the giving and no receiving. And I feel like that's changed. We got number 10 coming out for you. Okay? You know, 10 represents like the ending, the completion of a cycle. You know, so I feel like, you know, there's something that's complete here. Okay? You could be feeling very energized. You could be finding yourself having little bursts of energy. Okay? You know, I find out that when you are in like good mood, in a
You
good
said a
mood.
burst of energy?
Uh-huh. I'm sorry, y'all. I noticed that like when you're in a good mood, you have more energy. So that's what I'm saying. Okay.
It's funny that she said burst of energy because 8 of Wands to the adaptability is like definitely like a burst of energy, right? And I really feel like somebody need it because you got the Strength in reverse to the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody tired. Somebody is tired, right? You tired, right? And I'm talking about maybe mentally exhausted, spiritually exhausted, right? This could even be burnout, right? The Queen of Pentacles in reverse to the Strength in reverse. It could also be a person who is, you're doing work, but because your strength is not there, your work may not be the best. It could be mediocre, or it could be like not so good work. So I feel like the Queen of Pentacles in reverse to the Strength in reverse, you don't want to find yourself hustling backward. You don't want to be moving backward. Like, you want to make sure you're moving forward. Now, like I said, 8 of Wands to the adaptability is a burst of energy, right? This is my in my ancestral readings, when I pull 8 of Wands, I tell people this is a message from above, right? So this could be an energy, definitely a ethereal kind of energy, right? And it says adaptability. So that's like adaptability. I look at it when your strength is in reverse and adaptability is being given. It's the ability to surmount whatever you may be going through. It's the you know how your strength go in reverse, and then when it come back, you can deal with it, right? So I feel like luck to the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, right? Which is good. Luck is divine timing over here. That's what we replace luck with. We don't say luck, divine timing, right? And then you got the ladybug. That's a powerful deity. Strength is being clarified, and reverse being clarified by productivity. So I feel like this burst of energy that's coming to somebody, make use of it. You might be in a situation where you're tired right now. That's okay. Get some rest because you won't be tired tomorrow, you know, so to speak. And I don't necessarily mean your today could be a week, you know. Today could be a day, or it could be a time. You know, like night could be a time, day can be a season, right? It can simply be you going through a season where you tired, right? So you have to give yourself time to rest, restore your strength, and catch this 8 of Wands, right? A cool breeze from the heavens.
Okay. What's up, Beams? Hey, y'all. MO7. I got number 27 out here. We got Arizuli Dantor showing up.
Oh boy.
Okay, ethereal chords. So I feel like with Arizuli showing up, you know, ethereal chords, someone, you are connected to something that there's no getting away from it, right? You know, there could be something like constantly calling you, knocking on your door, you know, reminding you of who you are, your angels, your ancestors, something like that. Okay, you know, Arizuli Dantor is an energy that is, you gonna feel it, something like that. Okay, we got the Chariot coming out in the reverse, so someone could be feeling like moving forward, you know, but I feel like your spirit team is like, you gotta stay right here. There could be a lesson that needs to be learned. You know, there could be someone really needing to stand still and focus in on your bloodline. Like, who am I for real, you know? There could be someone, you know, maybe you don't have all of your background, you know, or something like that. And you could be needing to dig into this to really get that, you know, sense of fulfillment. Like, you know, when I figured out my true blood, which I already knew, it was crazy. Like, I already knew that I had this strong gene in me. And so it was just confirmed, like, you know, I know who my people are, right? And I feel like this could be you. You know, you could be craving to understand, you know, where your blood truly comes from. Something like that.
This is crazy.
Because, you know, the things about you, it's in your blood, it's in your DNA, your makeup, something like that. Because we got possibilities. I feel like possibilities are limitless for you. It's in your blood, okay? Your DNA, your makeup. It says free-spirited, adventure, and risk, okay? You could be a very adventurous person. You know, it's in your blood. I'm saying, I don't know. It's like there's a lot of things that you wonder about yourself. And, you know, getting back to your roots, figuring out who you are and where you came from is going to answer a lot of your questions. Now, I know people make it seem like it's not very important, you know, to know these things, but it truly is. When you understand who you are, you know, where your people come from, you know, what they like to eat, then you understand things about yourself. Some of these questions that you have about yourself become answered. You know, a lot of times you'll see that you had, you know, the uncle, right? And he was the drunk in the family, right? And you wonder why you can't get this drinking under control. Well, it's generational. See, your uncle was addicted to alcohol. You know, his brother was addicted to alcohol. The grandfather was addicted to alcohol. And now look at you, sir, right? Wondering why you could be addicted to alcohol. It's in your bloodline, your DNA, your genetics, your makeup. So now it's time to understand how to break the generational curse. Right? How do I get out of this so that the next generation is not trapped by the same thing? That's what I'm seeing here. Something like that. Okay? You could be, you know, just free-spirited, not wanting to be like some of the ancestors. Right? Maybe you're having visions about, you know, who you were in your past life. Because I'm seeing all kinds of things right now. Someone's like going through some kind of spiritual enlightenment. You know, where you could be really having very vivid visions is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing things, you know, right now. You know, I'm seeing a person and things are coming to you. The ancestors are sending signs and things to you. You know, things are happening that are miraculous. God is revealing bits and pieces of your history, your life, who's connected to who. Because some of you guys don't even know who's connected to who. The dots go together. Right? Mm-hmm. You know those secrets, right? When your aunt is your mother, right? You know, though, I don't know what made me say that. This could be someone's real story here. That's what I'm picking up in this energy. Okay? But possibilities.
When she poured Dantor Arizuli, I'm going to go back to Arizuli Dantor, because actually, when she poured this, I was like, wow, why would she show up? Right? But then she came out again over here. Look, this Queen of Cups is Dantor card, right? And it's got the Ten of Swords, and then protection fell. Boy, right? Only thing, and then look, this Queen of Cups is being clarified by observation. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm getting, right? Arizuli Dantor is a very protective spirit. Particularly like, you know, them feminine spirits don't play about offenses, right? Like different things, like ask Diddy.
He got it on his back.
But the thing about this is, I feel like this is somebody's protection. Like somebody you could be being protected, or this Queen of Cups to the Ten of Swords, this could be Arizuli doing business to somebody as well. This could be a lot of things, but overall, I feel like it's protection. See that? Ten of Swords is like, it could either be the Queen of Swords protecting you against, you know, a Ten of Swords, or this Ten of Swords could actually be the protection of this deity flowing out. Then you got another feminine deity out here, right? All right. Four Cups in reverse to the Perseverance, right? I feel like somebody, you are aware of what's going on. Like the Four Cups in reverse is a card of awareness. Maybe you not be able to put it all together, right? But maybe this is helping you. And notice names are given to energies, right? It depends upon your culture. But somebody out here, you got a powerful feminine energy over your life. And this energy is a protector. And this energy is also a very,
No lie.
it's a protective energy, but it's a vindictive energy. And it's an energy that this is a maybe a hostile energy that protects you. Look, it says Queen of Cups to the observation. That's something that's watching over you. It's watching.
This is no lie.
When she showed up, look, let me show you again. Look at these queens. Let me see that one.
I ain't even get to
She
it.
ain't even get to that one. But I'm gonna put this over there. Look at this.
Crazy, ain't it?
That's crazy. Look at that. That is crazy. Like,
He said, put her over here.
and I want to just say something, right? And I'm saying masculine and feminine because these are energies, right? This could actually be a man and that's being protected by this deity as well. Like, I think people get it confused, right? Some people be thinking that it's women. No, this is energy, right? This could be on a man, this could be on a woman, right? But somebody out here is protected by a feminine energy, and this energy got 10 of swords to protection and observation. Come on now, like, that's
Yeah, so over here, I like this energy. Someone definitely has, I don't know if someone's mom gained their wings. She's an angel. She could have had long, wavy hair, just very thick, curvy woman, could dress very well, wear a lot of dresses, skirts, very royal kind of energy. Number 6 is showing up, and we got Sarah LaKiley showing up. Doesn't she look so divine? Like, and you know what this card represents?
divine lineage.
Divine lineage.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Somebody's ancestors.
this is
in the
somebody's
afterlife.
ancestors showing up. Someone needs to know that you're protected here. Someone's name could be Sarah LaKali, something like that. But we got healing. This energy is very healing, okay? I don't know. Someone, this is so good. I really love this. Releasing, purifying, and cleansing. I don't know if someone could be coming to you in your dreams. I'm seeing someone come to you in your dreams with a message, with a download, with something.
I got 2 names, Elmira and Nancy.
Okay. And then we got the 8 of Swords in the reverse. So it tells me that you no longer feel trapped. You don't feel stuck. You know, it's like, you know, this is good energy. You're able to rely on yourself. You know, their divine lineage. This is in your blood. You know, you've been a healer. We got healing. It's in your blood. It's in your bloodline, healing. Okay? Your people could have did like herbal things, a lot of herbs. You know, someone could have been a vegetarian. I'm picking up vegetarian energy. Someone that's just very healthy. This person could have died very healthy from like something that was like, oh my gosh, you know what? As healthy as this person is, something like that. Okay? Divine lineage. Right? So one of your ancestors is like, stop playing. Do you know who you are? Right? You know, when we make bad choices, right? Our spirit team be like, no, you didn't just represent us like that. Right? So, but I feel like this is a proud energy because someone's healing. Someone's definitely having visits from like a spirit guide, an ancestor, a loved one, transition loved one, something like that.
This is odd.
This is odd.
You got 5 of Wands in
Collective.
reverse. 5 of Wands in reverse to the 4 of Swords upright. And only thing I can say is that show make a hater mad, right? Like the Five of Wands in reverse to the Four of Swords is like you really being unaffected by what's going on in the background. It's kind of like being able to sleep in spite of it all. Like, you know how you could have been a person where people could get under your skin and they keep you up all night long. You be unrested. Well, now I feel like with the Five of Wands being in reverse to the Four of Swords, you able to get rest, and this can make people mad because it simply can mean that you unaffected, like, you know. And it says leadership to the Five of Wands in reverse, so you could be opposed by leaders or people who consider themselves leaders easily, being opposed by some form of leadership. It could be spiritual. It could be family, like, you know. I mean, you could be in a family that don't understand that you are the leadership as well. Seven of Swords to the cycle. So maybe pay attention and make sure that, you know, maybe you could have went through a cycle where there was a certain amount of theft going on. I feel like Seven of Swords to the cycle is like a period in time where somebody was stealing from you. Like, on some type of level or another, like, little money was going missing, right? I'm feeling like even a petty credit card type of thief, like, yeah, you could have been, this could have been like a 9-month cycle. Like, you could have been going through it. You could have been losing in a certain way. Nevertheless, it says Chariot, decisive action. So this is showing me that somebody snapped back in the balance. You found balance. Chariot to decisive action is definitely making a decision to bring light and darkness, you know, further your understanding. It says you have success in the face of difficulty, which I knew that, because look, Four of Swords to the Five of Wands in reverse, I said you sleeping. You have rest, you have success in the face of difficulty, direction, focus, determination, concentration, triumph, and perseverance.
Virgil, I don't think one can heal without knowing. And this is just my personal opinion, and I'll tell you why. Virgil, you done been on here be asking some good questions. I feel like one cannot be healing without knowing, because healing is intentional, right? It takes true intention to heal. Like, you have to be intentionally wanting to heal. So I don't think there's healing without knowing. You know, healing is an intentional thing where you focus in on your healing. So,
I believe that one can heal without knowing. Like, I don't think that you can heal without knowing. I'm not even gonna say that. But what I do believe is that you could heal somebody else and not even know that you're healing them.
now that's different. But
even when you're healing within, because sometimes some areas you actually are healing, and you think that sometimes, I don't know, healing is intentional. But can you heal without knowing? I feel
like you can. But
I would say yeah. Only reason why I would say yeah, because just imagine you was with a person in life and they broke your heart or whatever, so to speak. So some time go by. When you see them again, you could actually not even know that you healed. Like, you could actually fear seeing a person, like, I wonder what I'm gonna do when I see him. And then you could see him and be like, oh, I'm actually over it, right? So
I don't know. And then, like, I think of it like this, you know, I like to break things down. Like, all right, imagine, you know, the sore, the burn that you get, right? You get the burn and you don't do anything to the burn. You don't pay attention to how, you know, the burn is healing. But imagine the person that's putting the Neosporin on the burn. They're putting the peroxide on the burn. You know, they're making sure they're putting the ointment on there. They're putting the cocoa butter once it heals. You know, I'd rather be intentional with my healing.
I mean, you can. Like, I don't think it's a thing where you can't
I'm not going to necessarily, so I will take that back. I don't necessarily say you can't, but I feel like healing should be intentional, right? Okay? Because if you think of it like a scab, you can easily heal. It doesn't mean it's going to be healed properly. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean it's gonna be the best, the best outcome it could have been.
And sometimes
If it's
you
not
need,
intentional.
sometimes actually you need people who are a little bit wiser to evaluate your healing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how you need a doctor sometimes? You know how sometimes you get a wound?
Mm-hmm.
You need a doctor to look at it to assess how much you healing, right?
Right.
So sometimes that's what therapy is good for.
Mm-hmm.
Like, shit, I'm sure you can definitely heal in ways.
Okay.
Although, again, healing is intentional.
Yeah, I would focus on it being more intentional if I was giving you advice. So I'll just say that, right? We got Skemet coming out here, wound healer. Okay? Wound healer is coming out here, and we got the 10 of swords in the reverse. What? 10 of swords in the reverse here, and the ace of pentacles. So I like this. Something's not over. Maybe somebody thought your healing power was over. Maybe somebody thought they were going to stop something, but the show must go on. Something like that, because the ace of pentacles is here. So if one thing stopped or it slowed down, something else is starting here. It's all right. It's like a million ways to get it. Something about that, because, there could be something that someone was trying to stop, and maybe it has slowed down, but there's something totally new over here. Something that has, the roots are ready to be grounded. Something like that. Wound healer. So, intentional healing. For me, again, I feel like healing is intentional, right? And because I'm a healer, I know that my healing has to be intentional, right? Wound healer. You could be healing a lot of wounds here. We got number 15 coming out. You could be 51 years old or have a 15-year-old child. Very alluring energy, okay? There could be something trying to allure you in or something like that. Stay focused, okay? I don't know, it's crazy. Divine masculine, I'm seeing a man, and, you could be seeing, like, be careful, because I just seen a silhouette, like the nicest silhouette. I seen a man outside at night, and it was this nice silhouette. And then when when the person turn around, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look very good. So be careful to the things that allure you. There could literally be something that you weren't expecting to turn around. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. That's crazy.
Yeah, Dimitri, I can identify with that, definitely.
Ace of Pentacles. Could be moving, traveling, living. Okay, something like that. Ain't shit stopping over here, though. It's popping, but ain't stopping.
Yeah, that Ace of Pentacles that's what I would like to call good money.
Okay.
Good money. You got the Star in reverse over here, to the Page of Wands, to the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this is kind of like the Star in reverse to the Page of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles in reverse. It could be like lose something to get some. Because this Star in reverse is being clarified by growth, right? And I feel like this is a person, I don't feel like this is bad. You know what I feel like? If I be honest, I feel like life humbled you and you was willing to accept it. Star in reverse to the growth could be an Aquarius. I feel like somebody went through something in life and it was meant to humble you, and instead of you resisting against it, you found humility. You learn how to go with the flow, which I think is good because it leads to the Page of Wands in balance, right? That's kind of like, I'll take that. Like if I go through things in life and they humble me, and then I come out on the other end of it in my childlike energy, with my balance. Five of Pentacles in reverse is money gained after severe toil, right? Spiritual. So it's like, I feel like you lost some to gain some. Like Star in reverse, you could have lost status. You could have gave up money. Maybe somebody you was living behind your bread.
Divine feminine.
Maybe you had, maybe you was looked at as the star. And maybe life, God said, I don't want you to be that. I don't want people attached to you, connected to you, and misusing your energy. So I'm going to throw something to humble you. And it led to growth, right? Page of Wands to the balance. That's you on the other side of a humbling experience. Five of Pentacles in reverse, it could have been homelessness. It ain't now, it's over now, but it could have been or it could have been isolation, right? And this, guess what this is all being topped off by though? Guess what caused all this to happen? Guess what caused you to embrace the humility? Guess what caused you to go and find balance? Guess what caused you to gain what you lost? You found forgiveness. I tell people all the time, once you learn how to forgive the offenses of people, the spirits can't even hold you no more. The spirits, they sin and all that, they just evaporate. Why? Because once you forgive, right, it's restoration in that.
We don't forget, but forgive now.
A lot of people don't realize, yo, like, all you have to do is let forgiveness in.
You feel free now, see? The best feeling you can have, ain't it? That's what's up. I love it.
Yep. That's beautiful right there. It's like basically life humbling you. You accepting it. You coming out on the other end of it with balance and a new child. Page of Wands to the balance is like, you know, when you go through life and then you able to find a place where you can find something and it's new to you. You learn something, illuminated, sublimated, right? Five of Pentacles in reverse, gaining it back. Obstinate recovery, assistance, and gift. Keep on forgiving. I mean, if I forgive and it get me somewhere, I'm going to be looking around for some more areas to forgive. That's what I'm going to do. If I see us moving things around in my life, I'm going to be looking like, okay.
We got Jumbi coming out, number 18 with mask. Someone took their mask off. I like that. Okay.
Mask off.
You know, someone took the mask off. And I know that to be true because we got conflict in the reverse. Clashing differences and incompatibility. I'm sorry. And I like this in the reverse. You know, someone could have been wearing a mask at one time, and so,
mask off.
you know, things were clashing. You know, it was a lot of differences. But now I feel like someone's taking their time because we got the Knight of Pentacles here. You could be just taking your time with things, you know. Things may not be moving fast, but they moving. You know, the night ain't coming fast, but, you know, this is if you were thinking about something, like if I was calling somebody to come get me, I would call the Knight of Pentacles because I know he's going to take his time and get there safe. You know, he's going to get there. It may not be real fast, but he's reliable, right? Something like that. Slow and steady wins the race is what I'm hearing. Okay? I feel like slowly layers of you are being peeled back. I'm literally seeing like masks being peeled back off of people.
Off.
Yeah, mask off. Right? Something very significant about birds here. A hummingbird could be significant. We got lavender showing up. Lavender could be your favorite scent. Purple could be your favorite color. Okay, something about, I don't know. Feeling very divine here. Okay, someone could have done a photo shoot outside. Okay, looking very glamorous. We got divine feminine, yin, feminine energy. You could be a divine feminine. You could be resting in your yin, your feminine energy. Okay, someone could be learning how to keep their crown straight. Something like that. Someone's ready for their new beginning. Jumbi, mask off.
That's crazy. Over here it's I'm sitting over here because somebody is a rider, like, and they don't got all the facts, right?
My rider girl.
You got a Page of Pentacles in reverse. And then you got not one, but you got two.
Wow, Nova.
You got two Knight of Swords, right? So what I really feel in this energy, Page of Pentacles in reverse to the double Knight of Swords, right? I see a person who's very strong, right? Very willing and very powerful, right? The type of person, when you got this kind of personality, you oftentimes make mistakes and wonder why nobody helps you. It's because when you got this Knight of Swords energy, nobody can help you. Like, because you move too strong. So it's like sometimes, and this, you have guidance out here as well, which I feel is needed in this energy. When we moving in the Knight of Swords energy, I've been there. I am a Libra. I definitely know about the Knight of Swords energy. It's like, you just ride out there, right? And then you realize, well, damn, I left my helmet. Or, damn, I left my sword. I left, you know, it's the Knight of Swords is about a card of a valiant nature, but miscalculating. The Knight of Swords, he don't factor in the weather, for one thing. Like, imagine that. Imagine you going to war, right? And you didn't even check the weather. So now here you go, you riding against the wind, right? That's the Knight of Swords energy. And I feel like somebody, you're very ambitious, but you're very immature as well. That's immaturity energy. Page of Pentacles in reverse. It's time to release your passions, live your dreams, and begin a new chapter in your life. You are encouraged to expand your awareness. That's it. Somebody, you don't know enough to be trying to move as fast as you're trying to go. Maybe you gotta stop and get guidance. We all need it. Even if it's from your spirit guides, right? Somebody who maybe you don't got a lot of people you can trust. Cause somebody, maybe you hear from your spirit team, right? But yeah, like, I feel like it's a need to let go of, you know, this the double king, the double Knight of Swords. Like, this somebody who you overly ambitious and you ready to go, but you're not prepared. If it makes sense. Somebody. But it do has, you are clever. Because look, it has cleverness, and then the footnote says, scientific, skillful, brave, and clever. So, I don't know, right? Also, this, because now I'm getting somebody who's that clever. Like, maybe you want it to appear like you are ambitious and naive. Maybe that's the trap you set as well. I don't know, you know? The double Knight of Swords to the cleverness, that could be your spirit people too. I ain't gonna lie now. That could be your spirit team. But what I really feel is that somebody probably, you just probably need to slow down and do like the card says. It says, expand your awareness. Right?
That's wild, Nova. She said a hummingbird flew into my window and my daughter's name is Lavender.
Wow.
I don't know. I just be seeing this stuff.
Wow.
All right, we got the 4 of Cups coming out, and we got 7 sisters. Creativity. You could be one of 7 children. You could have 7 children. 7 has been coming out all day. 7 is very, very significant. I don't know, 777. This number could be very significant today. Well, we got the 4 of Cups. Someone's disappointed that they haven't been creative enough or something like that. Okay? Maybe you could be feeling disappointed in yourself because God could be giving you a lot of downloads, a lot of visions, and maybe you just can't find the energy to do it or something like that. I don't know. We got 7 sisters here. Creativity. Someone is really needing to tap into their creativity. And I know this to be true because we got trapped, but it's coming out in the reverse. So you're not stuck here. Okay? It says stuck, tied down, and captive. You're not, but it's in the reverse. So I don't know, sis, bro. Somebody needs to get it together here. Someone is very creative and you're just sitting on ideas. And it's like God is handing you, okay, this cup of ideas. And you could be, just stuck on the things that are not working, right? When God is giving you more, the side, this is the right side. The right side is the side of action. So, someone needs to take action here. Something like that on an idea that you could be, disappointed. And maybe you tried something once and it didn't work and you're disappointed and you're hurt and you never tried it again. And God is really wanting you to try this thing again because it didn't work the first time. Maybe you weren't mature enough, right? Maybe you didn't have enough help, right? Maybe you weren't putting in enough time. Whatever it is, it's time to get up, somebody, okay? Something about action here. Creativity, okay? You could be needing to, maybe even get your sister involved. I don't know. 7 sisters, okay? Something about that is very significant. 777 is significant. Somebody could hit the slot machine or something like that. I just seen bars across the board. I don't know. Something about, something's good here. I don't know what it is. It's good. It feels good, okay? I don't know if it's a whole lot of love. Whatever it is, a whole lot of confidence, a whole lot of creative energy. It feels good. I feel okay here. Okay?
Libra 7, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 77 could definitely be significant.
Yeah, the Libra, yeah.
And we got the double Empress.
Oh, okay. There it is. Whoop, there it is.
I'm saying 777, actually. 777.
Okay.
I said, I do see the 3 sevens for somebody. It's out here. Double Empress, Queen of Cups to the 6 of Wands, a feminine out here, and
bees in the
there's a lot of honor on you. You know how they put some respect on your name?
Respect on my name.
Yeah, you the Queen of Cups to the double Empress, 6 of Wands, right? And then it says opportunities. That's a lot of energy. When I see the Queen of Cups to the Empress, that is truly a progression. Because of all the queens, the one that's going to go to the Empress is the Queen of Cups.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see the Queen of Cups to the double Empress, 6 of Wands, it's high honor that surrounds the Empress. Somebody, you doing the work, and when you doing the work, that's why you got opportunities out here. I was telling my wife earlier, when we do this kind of work, you know what a missed opportunity is? Like when Spirit urge you to go do the work and you don't go do it, it becomes a missed opportunity, right? So somebody, you doing the work, that's why you run it. You know what all right, thank you, Spirit. Let me give you something deep. Missed opportunity. What is it? What is it about? All right, say you wake up. Now, say you wake up on this day and you don't feel like it. But say this is the day that God has things in motion for you. This is the day where Spirit done made a play. Your ancestors, they lined this day up. So you wake up on this day, but you don't feel like this is the day, right? Because the enemy got you feeling like this ain't the day, right? So for you, this ain't the day.
That was me this morning.
But for God, this is the day, right? For God, this is the day. But for you, it ain't the day. So if you can't begin to see life like that, you're going to always miss the opportunity.
No, for
because
real.
God's timing is not your timing. Divine timing,
it's perfect timing.
It don't strike when you feel like it. And I feel that somebody you understand is this why you got this big old 6 of Wands to the opportunities, because you opening them up for yourself by doing the work. Somebody that the ancestors can look at and be pleased, like, all right, they coming along. They learning, right? Because that's what this world is doing. This world is turning. And the ancestors looking for people that understand what's going on. Gifts back online. Magic back online. People talk about this going back to like the old days in the Bible. It sure is, where you need some real faith.
Ghetto superstar.
It's going back to those
That
days.
is what we are. That's what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
To another place, we can rely on each other.
You must be quick to move out of your comfort zone, especially when the situation calls for immediate responsibility and flexibility. Open your mind to new ways of doing things. Once you go, get ready for good luck and opportunities to come your way. I'm about to close this down.
Yeah, we gotta eat. Look, y'all want to help us out? We like to eat now. Hit us up. It's time to eat. Every time we get on here, it's time to eat. They probably like, that's all she talk about is eating. But it be every time we get on, it be time to eat. Because it be dinner time and stuff, y'all. Hey. You say, hey, watch out for the big girl. Hey, big girl. Go, big girl. Y'all know I gotta eat. And that was the message. Hey, accept or rejected. Hey, but keep your spirit protected. Daily message. Accept or rejected. We love you guys so much. We hope you guys enjoyed the message. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow, God willing. Okay? Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for your energy, your love, your comments, your support, your laughs, your smiles, your confirmations. We love you guys so much. Okay? If you would like to support our channel, all of our information is on our page. If you would like to book a personal reading, they're free. All we ask for is a spiritual donation. Y'all know we like to eat a little bit. Right? We love you guys so much. Hey. And don't forget, we elemental beings. You gotta heal to release the pain. Hold on, what is that? Hold on, what's that one? Hold up. It's getting hard, Lord. These spirits out to get me. My life be getting tricky. Hey. Hey. The world is going crazy. Respect is lost. You must discern the truth or expect to get lost. Ashe. We know your name. Yahweh. We're not ashamed. And we elemental beings. Trying to save the people from the pain and misery. They don't understand me. I'm a different kind of breed. Come from the 5D. We love you guys. Oh, don't forget, we elemental beings. Y'all know we addicted. I'm addicted to freestyling, y'all. I gotta get out of here.